Hello everyone, welcome to my midweek announcement for week 5. It's been a while since I've posted an announcement in video, so I thought why not post one this week. There are just a few things that I wanted to cover for the week. One is to remind you about the writing support that's available for online students. The CPS writing support folks are absolutely amazing. I send my students there all the time, and they now have a page in JWU List, so you can actually submit a request form for support, make an appointment, and they also have all kinds of research and writing related help docs. Really, studies actually show that students who take advantage of the support that is there for them are more successful and do better because you're not in this alone. I know so many of you don't have a lot of time to take advantage of the tutors, of the writing help, but my suggestion is if you feel like you are really struggling, do not hesitate to reach out to them and get help. It's not cheating to have a tutor or writing support specialist help you put a paper or assignment together. It's taking advantage of the support that you're paying for. Besides the CPS writing support, I can help you as well, but these folks are actually here just for writing help. And at some point during the semester, I may suggest that you seek out the support if I also notice that you are struggling. Okay, our class glossary. It is amazing. I absolutely love watching this glossary grow because one part of being a college student and also being somebody who does research is to learn new things, right? Not just the content that you're reading, but to build your vocabulary, a better way of understanding, but also communicating with the world. And I know that Alexander's book. I'm sorry, my baby daughter is named Alexandra. So now anytime I hear that name, I want to say Alexandra. Any time you see a word that is, you're not quite sure about, look it up, add it to the glossary. And what I was going to say was that I know that it's not an easy book. I read it cover to cover a few years ago. We did a book club over the summer for faculty and staff here at JWU through the library. And, I struggled, so I definitely spent a lot of time looking up, background information and words. And I'm really happy to see, that you're all posting in the glossary and adding these word choices that you're including are really thoughtful, and I'm impressed. So just a little bit of administrative business. So the title of the entry, make sure that it is the word itself. So like my example entry was disenfranchisement because that was the word and not your name. And mostly because in this sense, this is a class glossary that we're building together. It's collaborative and we're all benefiting from it because we can all learn from the words that other folks are posting. So my request is that you title your entry by the word and not by your name. Additionally, sometimes it's helpful to see the word in a more general example than just how it is used in Alexander's book. So in addition to the actual definition, I'd like you to also include an example in your own words of the entry in a sample sentence. So Jaslyn, and I'm sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, included their word in a sample sentence. Their word was egalitarianism, and they wrote, for example, many social movements like Black Lives Matter, women's rights, LGBTQ, human rights are driving principles of egalitarianism as they all hold the idea of equality. And this sentence really gives you an idea of the meaning of the word, right? Egalitarianism means equality. And here are some of the activist and social movement groups that we think about when we think about equality, right? So don't forget, your entry should be the name, the word, not your name, and also provide an example in your own words, not just Alexander's text and the definition. So there should be sort of like 3 parts, right, to the definition. And this is the last thing I'll cover in this announcement. So the week 5 discussion is about comparing sources, right? So you were to read a chapter of your choice from Alexander's book. You were think about that chapter, what's the main topic, the main issue, and then go off on your own and do some research through the JWU library or online, finding an article that focuses on the same topic, right? So comparison is the key word. I really want you to compare the book or the chapter with the article that you find. And you can ask some questions. How does the chapter present the argument? And is it different from how the article presents the argument or the issue? Read critically, right? You've learned some critical reading skills so far. You want to break down the article. What's the main point? What is the chapter's main point? How is it different? How is it the same? Does the article include evidence, or does it reference outside sources? And what about in Alexander's chapter? What kind of evidence is she using and how is it different, right? So you're really just thinking about all these different elements of both. Finally, is the article credible? Why? What is the author's expertise in this issue? Where is the article published? Remember, you have read about how to determine an article or a source's credibility in the library module in the classroom. So try to take what you learned from that and think about, is this article credible? Can I trust it? And I'm really looking forward to seeing where the discussion goes. And finally, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am here. Obviously, there's the writing support for CPS students, but again, I'm here. You have my email address. Please communicate with me if you think that you're going to be late with any assignment. I'm usually really lenient, but I need to hear from you, right? Otherwise, I will put a 0 for the assignment if it's late. Again, I'm happy to meet over Zoom or the phone, whatever you need in that sense. So I hope you all have an excellent week, and I will talk to you soon in the discussion.